I've seen too many videos where people use these on bolts that were obviously already loose or bolts that weren't even rusted. We're actually going to be doing these on bolts that are rusted and were installed really tightly, so they're hard to get out. I'll show you guys whether or not these things work or not. So here's what we're going to be trying to use these on. Bolts like this looks fine from the surface, right? Nope, it's broke at the bottom. And here's how it looks from the bottom side. That's what we got to drill out. So there's the hole, and there's where we need to drill out. Well, it's hard to see from the video, but that drill bit hardly did anything. So we're going to try one of these instead. Well, that drill bit worked a million times better than the other one did. Actually put a hole. So now we're going to try this. So I'm going to give you guys a view from underneath to see if this thing is actually working, because I can't really get a good shot on the top side. Well, that didn't work. No surprise. No surprise there. Let's try drilling it out some more. Do this again. I can't tell what happened. Well, it's screwed in there. We're gonna have to get a pair of vice grips to turn it, because the drill keeps coming loose. Let's give this a shot. Maybe this will work, guys. Okay, so here's what was happening, guys. It was grabbing, but this side was just coming loose. It's just coming loose from my chuck. What I was doing as a backup, using these, and it was just twisting this thing. It was twisting it to a point to where it was probably going to break it. The bolt's it's just in there. The bolt's just in there too solidly, whatever the word is, I don't know. So what I'm going to do is just use a drill bit that's a little bit less than the diameter of the screw to get it out. It's a quarter inch holes I've been drilling for these bolts. So that's what I'm going to use to try to get it out. We'll see if that works. All right, so we're using a quarter inch bit. Let's see what happens. Looks like the bolt came out. So hopefully the new bolt isn't too small. We'll see. Nice. Well, I'm disappointed, but I'm not surprised. I figured this extractor kit would only be good for screws that were kind of already a little bit loose. For stuff like this that's stubborn, rusted, been in there for a minute, maybe use something a little higher quality than this. I don't know what brand this is. It's probably cheap knowing me. But all I know is the other method worked, just drilling straight through it. But obviously you don't have that option all the time, especially if you're you know, working on like an engine block or something. You can't just do what I'm doing. But for this purpose, we're just going to drill holes through the screws, and that seems to work. This, sadly, did not work. So don't believe all the videos you see, guys. I'm sure they do work in some circumstances, but as far as that, no. I put those things in there tight too. I don't want them coming loose, you know, when you got 48,000 pounds on top. Now, I've tried a million different ways to get these bolts out whenever they break. I don't like putting a bunch of new holes in the frame because that just weakens it. I like to use the existing holes. That's what she said. The best way so far that I've found is using this. I'll show you. Woo! The way I was doing it wasn't exactly the best way you want to do it, but every situation is going to be different, because I can't get on the top side of that bolt and grind it down to make it smooth and flat for the drill. So you're going to come in there with a drill with a screw that's all, you know, jaggedy, and it's going to break your bit, or it's going to dull your bit. Yeah, that sucked, but you know, the pry bar works best. I know I'm off topic now. This video was supposed to be about the bolt extraction tool, but I'm trying to remove these bolts, so hey, the pry bar works great, and that's the way I'm going to keep doing it. And if you got a better way, let me know. That doesn't involve a torch, please. I hate using a torch. Oh, that one was actually pretty easy. Here goes another one. Jeez. And before I act like this is a total success, which it's not, I'm happy though. Sometimes when you pry those bolts off, that happens. But you know, no harm, no foul. That's no big deal. That just means you just removed most of the bolt that was in the way, and if you want to drill it out, now you don't have to drill all the way through the bolt, you know, and it'll make it easier to punch out. I would say 1 in every 3 does that. You can see, where was another one? Oh, right there. I'd say 1 in every 3 does that. See right there, that's what I'm trying to avoid. See how many bolts I got in the frame? That's not good. Well, that's it for my extractor video. I'm gonna go ahead and hang this thing back up here where I'll probably never use it again. Circumstances were not very ideal for what I was using it for, and to be honest, circumstances usually are not ideal for whatever I'm doing. For that, you want to make sure you got a flat surface to drill on, that way it doesn't mess up your drill bit. And you probably want to buy a kit that's better than mine. I don't know, it's pretty cheap. That's just one of those things that I don't know, I've tried it before and it just never goes my way. You guys probably know what I'm talking about. I don't know, some people could do things like that and do amazing things, but with me, nah. But just prying the bolts with the pry bar, hell, that worked pretty good. Anyway, that's all. Like I said, the circumstances weren't ideal for what I was doing. I put the warning at the beginning of the video. We have to do that in the world we live in today. Otherwise, some people will get on there and just throw an absolute fit. Oh well, you can't satisfy everybody, can you? Poor duo was out there in the rain. Shake my hand. Go ahead. Shake. So anyway, don't forget to subscribe to my channel. And if you subscribe to my channel, Duo right here will quit digging holes in my yard. Won't you? Won't you, buddy?